Hey everybody, this is a big question that we've been asking, so I have a piece of paper so we know it's a serious video. There obviously is a new law, unless you don't know, that from December 14th to February 15th, there will be no tax on toys. But it's not obviously, this involves the government, and it's not that simple. So, I'm going to use this video to explain which toys are qualified, and I'm going to explain generally the rule of it, and then I'm going to save us all time so that you don't need to look around and see which toys will qualify. I'm going to give up the names and brands of which toys will qualify for this tax break. Here's my list. So I'm going to read off of it because I'm trying to do this really quick because I know that this is implementing in less than 10 days now. So let's begin. So December 4th. So the tax break is from December 14th to February 15th. Now, this is only HST and GST. We'll explain that part later if you don't know what those are. So there are two rules for this law. So the first one is it has to be designed for children under the age of 14. So just keep that in mind because that is going to eliminate a lot of the brands that people might be looking forward to purchasing. Number two is I'm literally doing tax work, so you have to hit the like button for this video because this is actually I don't like doing a tax video, but here we are. No, but seriously, the categories. So this is the one which lets us know which items are considered under this blanket umbrella of toys and stuff. So first one is our board games. So board games and the physical parts of a board game, so the rules of the board game, and Pokemon cards and dice and measuring tapes that are involved for that board game are considered tax exempt, and you will not be paying for the tax on those items. Number two is imitative toys. So imitative toys are like toy trucks, toy cars, and like a farm set and little imitations of animals. And the biggest one is action figures. So this is the one that probably all of us are hoping, all the action figures, no tax. Now, the other part is obviously dolls and plushies and soft toys are also added into this category, and jigsaw puzzles. And the last bit is also products that they call it here involving building or assembling structures like building blocks, Lego in quotes, assembly model kits. Now remember, this rule also applies with the first rule, so it has to be under the age of 14. So 13 and under, plus it has to be in one of these categories, will be allowed to have the tax break where the GST and HST. Now, if you're in Quebec, just a quick reminder, we pay 5% GST and 10% QST. So we're still going to pay the 10% tax. You're just going to get only the 5% off rather than the full 15% off. If you're in Ontario, it's going to be your full 13, and every other state usually 5 or whatever. That will be the tax that you are not going to be paying for this period of time. Number two. All right. So the fun part is which brands that are allowed to have this tax break. So I literally looked at like a couple of thousand items and tried to find any odds and ends. And so these are the items, and I found that most manufacturers try to hit a certain age. So this is not like 100% thing. So like I have in here Hasbro, which 95% of all Hasbro items are ages like 4 and 3. So you're fine. But like example, the Megazord is the Megazord is 15 plus. So example, the Megazord wouldn't count for the tax break. All right, so starting with I'll start off with some of the bigger brands. So Hasbro qualifies, Mattel qualifies. Your Pokemon trading cards and your Magic the Gathering, your Yu-Gi-Ohs and One Piece are fine. So those things, yes, should not qualify. Should qualify. Holy crap! I just want to ruin the whole video. I've wasted 20 minutes of my life. So these ones will all qualify. Games Workshop also has a building component, will qualify. Mcfarlane Toys will qualify. Playmates will qualify. Bandai model kits, holy crap. So from the Gundams, you have the high grades and SDs. Every other one does not qualify because they are all 15 or higher, or 14 or higher. So half the model kits for Bandai do qualify. Next, Lego. Literally, Lego is the worst one because every product has a different age group. So like, Optimus Prime Lego is 18 plus. Venom Lego 7 plus. So literally, if you're trying to buy Lego from your Lego store, they have to look at each item and decide what age it is. So now these are the items that I've checked, and so most stores should accept that these are not going to be taxed items. Now for the ones that I looked around, and these do not seem taxed. So just in case I missed something, because obviously we don't carry every brand, but I'm going to name the brands that we do carry here, and these ones are not tax exempt, so you will be paying the tax on these items. So that includes Neca. Neca says 14 plus, so it doesn't qualify. Bandai, SH Figure Arts, 15 plus, does not qualify. Joy Toy, also 15 plus. Super 7, 14 plus, does not qualify. It's amazing how that 1 year really just like makes such a big difference between these items. Mythic Legions, does not qualify, 15 plus. Hiya Toys, which is all the Godzilla stuff, does not qualify. 3-0, does not qualify, 15 plus. Hot Toys literally says is not a toy, and it's like 18 plus or 15 plus on the box. Oh, okay, so that's a quick video. I just wanted to get that out there because we get a lot of questions on this. And yeah, no, this is the end all be all. This is from what I've seen. If anybody has any other opinions, you know, feel free to put it in the comments. Or if there's a product that we do have that I've not mentioned in this video, you can ask, and I will try to update it and add it to the list or not add it to the list. Do know that we've been given a very short time to put this up together, and literally like we are December 6th, so I have about 8 days to put this all up together, and there are over 5,500 items in our store that are different SKUs, and so we have to look at them all. So this is just the most broad base that I can do. Now the other thing is, will other toy stores follow this? I don't know. Maybe some toy stores are not into the numbers as much, or some of them are just gonna play it loose and do whatever they want. That's them. I'm just doing what I've read and what I think is legal, and we're gonna try the best to implement it. All toy stores are legally obliged, or it's mandatory that we do provide this tax break, so they should implement it, and I don't see a reason why they wouldn't. But obviously, I know it's you probably don't. It's a lot of work for a very short period of time, but you know, we all have to implement it. And yeah, so I hope this was a useful video. Otherwise, stay frosty.